Welcome. Welcome along, everybody, to Carmen's launch. Thank you so much for jumping on. I know she really appreciates the support and everyone jumping on to hear about what her little thing that she's doing at the moment. So tonight you're going to hear from Carmen. She's going to share like what she's up to, why she's doing it and why we're all here tonight. So thank you for jumping on and taking the time out to jump on support her. I know it's kind of a little bit scary when you're starting something like this, and it's nice to have the support from your friends and family to jump on and just say, hey, we're here. We wish you luck with whatever you're doing. So my name's Jo. I have been a part of this company now for 7 years. And at the time when I came across this, actually was living in Queensland. I live in cold old Christchurch, New Zealand now. But I was living in Queensland. I had 3 young children and I was working part-time as a beauty therapist. And I came across our products and program, which you're going to hear about tonight. I know Carmen's had some amazing results through our products and program. And I was sick of my kids being sick, to be honest. There's one of them in the background. Came across the products and program, which we'll talk a bit more about with you guys later, and had some really amazing results on them and thought, look, if I could make a little bit of extra income on the side. I don't know, I think we're a woman on here tonight, but I was recommending these to everybody I knew, and I thought, well, if I could be getting paid for that and not somebody else, why would I just not look into it? And so I did that 7 years ago and did this super part-time around my 3 young children. I had a shift worker husband, and we were living in outback Australia, and just made a nice little income on the side to be able to, do those little extra things that I wouldn't normally do. We traveled a lot, went over to LA, all around Australia, and got to do some really cool things. And I met some really amazing people along the way, moving from New Zealand to Australia and then to the outback. It was a big change, and I met so many cool people through this community online that have really helped me through the past 7 years. So I'm going to share a little bit more around my story later, but it's all about Carmen tonight. And so I'm actually going to pass it over to the lady of the hour now, and she's going to share a little bit around why she decided to take a look at our products and our program, and I know she's had some amazing results, what she's had the results so far.
Okay, thanks, Jo. I think most people on here know me pretty well, and I think it was probably 9 years ago now, I actually tore my ACL, snapped it, and was waiting for surgery. But prior to that, I was playing netball, touch football, went to the gym. I actually had 3 gym memberships, so maybe it was an addiction. But then I noticed that because I'd torn my ACL and waiting for surgery, I couldn't do any exercise or anything. So I turned to a different product, and I had some okay results in the way that I didn't put on too much excess weight while I was sitting around doing nothing. And then I had surgery, went back to work, all those normal things, going along a few years. And then good old Mother Nature decided menopause was going to start hitting me. And I noticed that I was not only putting on weight, but I wasn't feeling very well. And I had high blood pressure, I had high cholesterol, and a few other little things going on. And it didn't seem to matter what I did. I tried a few different things, even turning back to the old program I was on, but nothing was helping. I wasn't sleeping, and I just felt terrible. So I decided then that I'd reach back out to Jo, who I'd met online a couple of years prior, and we'd kind of talked, and I said, no, I'm fine. And then late last year, I decided, you know what, I've had enough. I'm going to try this new program. And I think I started last week of October 2023, just on the basic products and the basic program, nothing too intensive. And I no longer have to take cholesterol medication. I no longer am on blood pressure medication. I still don't sleep very well, but I think that's a thing for me. But what I've noticed is when I wake up, I feel refreshed. So, which is a difference. And I guess one of the biggest things was I've lost 12 kilos as well since I started on the program, probably a little bit more now. And just a reshaping of my body as well. And I feel a lot better than what I did before. And it hasn't been hard. So then I decided, you know what, I'm going to share what I'm doing. So that's the basics of the story so far for me.
Awesome. And I think like when it was quite funny when you came back to me, Carmen, and you were like, oh, okay, maybe we'll look at the products and program again. And she was actually going to do one of our challenges, and she was like, oh no, don't worry about it, I'm just going to do it anyway. And honestly, I think she probably could have won it because she like lost 12 kilos. I was like, so next round you have to enter the competitions. Could have got some nice prize money along with it. But I know that your husband's obviously been a part of the journey now too. He's like on a bit.
Don't upgrade him, Joe. He's not my husband. He doesn't
Oh,
deserve that banner yet. Thank you. Yeah. I've actually changed the whole family. So you were talking about your children before, and I've had my grandkids on the chews, and noticing they're not getting sick as often as they were. They were 3 snotty-nosed little kids for a very long time. But yeah, Greg, my partner, is a big dude, like 120 kilos big. He was, and he's a little bit, I don't know, he's a man, and he won't commit to, I'm going to take these tablets, I'm going to do this. So all I did was change his eating habits, and I sneak him, some other things as I can. And he's lost 9 kilos so far, and he's only been on it following me for 8, maybe 9 weeks now. So I'm pretty impressed with that. So that was kind of the thing for me that I thought, I'm going to get into this a little bit more than I was.
Yeah, awesome. And I love that you want to incorporate your whole family onto it as well. I think that's what's amazing about our products and program. What really I was excited about, sorry, I keep forgetting to spotlight myself, is that everybody could take the products. So there's so many things out there that have warning labels that little kids can't have. You can't take while you're pregnant or breastfeeding. You can't take while you're on medication. Things like the medications that Carmen was on before. A lot of things like blood pressure. Like people don't realize that most supplements don't mix well with medications. And we'll just go buy something off the shelf or off the counter, and unaware of like what that could do to their body. So that's what really, I know as a parent, and if you're having grandchildren, like knowing that you can help them as well is what I love about it as well. There's not many products that you can fuel the whole family. Now I'm going to do what I've never done before, and I'm going to do a slideshow. So let's hope it works out. Even after 7 years of doing an online business, we're all learning. So I'm just going to share a little bit around the products and program that Carmen was talking about. If you guys haven't heard of our company, it's called Juice Plus. It's a whole food nutrition company. It's literally fruits, veggies in a capsule. And I know that sounds way too simple. But we all know now, like, whole foods is a massive thing. Gut health is a massive thing. And I know there's so much in the market that's very saturated. And we just want to show you what's worked for Carmen and what is possible with some people that have taken the product. We're going to have Rochelle share her story as well. So I am going to go to... Can you guys see that?
Yeah. It's coming up. It's a bit small, but it's there.
Awesome. So this is just like, it gives you a little insight, guys, of like our products. Obviously, I'm going to talk it through. But Juice Plus, so what is it? It's a farm to capsule nutrition. It's non-GMO fruits, veggies, and berries, as I said, in a vegan capsule. So the actual capsule is made from pollen, which is a plant. It's harvested at its peak ripeness and then encapsulated to minimize oxygen exposure. It's clinically proven for over 20 years. So if you're someone who really loves research, we've got over 35 peer-reviewed medical studies done on our product. You can actually ask Siri that it's the most researched nutritional product on the market. Just some of the benefits there coming out of our publications are things like supporting cardiovascular wellness, healthy skin, supporting functions of the immune system, healthy lungs, and so much more. The next product we have here, which I know Carmen really loves, which is our Complete. So this is a plant-based protein powder, but it's more than a protein. So these are a Complete powder. It has 17 superfoods in it. It also has pre and probiotics, and it has niacin, which is a natural mood booster. And some of the things that you can see, it's fiber. It's got approximately 1/3 of our daily recommended intake for women and 1/4 for men. It's got all your vitamin B6, B12, vitamin C, and calcium in there. These are delicious. So they come in vanilla or chocolate. You can mix them up to make a smoothie. You can use them in baking, smoothie bowls. My kids love these. They've put them in their oats in the morning and have chocolate oats. Little do they know it's got things like, mushrooms, alfalfa sprouts, pomegranate, all that kind of stuff in there. It tastes like chocolate and vanilla. And then we have our omegas. So once again, these are plant-based. All our products are gluten-free and vegan. So instead of having the fish oil, we actually take out the middleman, which is the fish, and we go straight to the source, which is the algae and the plant seeds. So the omegas are really amazing, especially for, muscle recovery, brain health, skin health. I know, as we get older, we definitely need to be taking more omegas because it's helping with our muscle recovery and our bones as well. And this is a full spectrum omega as well. So you've got 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 in there. Our bodies don't naturally produce omegas, so we do need to get them in our diet every single day. And just by eating them generally is not enough. So you do need to be supplementing them as well. And this is our chewables that come with saying her grandkids are having, my kids are having. So these are the same exact ingredients as what's in our fruit and veggie capsules, just in a chewable form, easier for kids. If you don't like taking capsules, adults can totally take the chews as well. And these contain over 20 fruits and veggies. Some of the stuff that's coming out of our Healthy Starts program, which means children can get these products for free with any adult capsule order. So if you don't have children, you can sponsor a grandchild, niece, nephew, and get a child can get a product free for up to the age of 18 years, which is amazing. I don't know any other company that does that. And some of the things that are coming out of there are, like 66% of kids are visiting the doctor's list, eating, less fast food, having fewer days off school, wanting to eat more fruits and veggies, are just some of the stats that are coming out by kids by being on the chewables. So what is Juice Plus? It was founded in 1970. It's privately held and it has had over 15 billion in sales. It operates in 24 countries around the world, and it's the next $1 trillion industry, as you know. I'm just going to stop that here. Obviously, in the past few years, with what's gone on with COVID and everything in the world, that health is more important than ever, and I think more people are open to taking supplements and things like that. So this is just our products. I know for me it really helped my family. So the saying, when my kids got on the product, I got it on for them. They were constantly sick like Carmen's grandchildren. We were living at the doctors, always on antibiotics. My youngest was on ready-prep steroid to open up her lungs every other week, and I kind of got to that point where I was like, what can I do instead of just them getting sick, going to the doctor, getting a pill and getting better? My mum was a nurse, so that's all I knew. That's what you did. And I just was like, there has to be another way. And what was that steroid doing to her body long term? And so I, on Facebook, I found these products through a friend and thought, look, it's fruits and veggies. What have I got to lose? If anything, my kids will get healthier. And so I got on the products, and I can tell you now in 7 years, like they've had 4 doctor's visits, probably 2 lots of antibiotics and no hospital admissions. And that was a huge game changer for our family. Also has helped with their gut health a lot. And for me, I thought I was a pretty healthy person. But for most of my life, I'd suffered with really horrendous period pains, migraines, cold sores. I was overweight majority of my life. And I suppose I just had bloating, and I just thought that was kind of normal. That was just my health. I have celiac, so I am prone to digestive stuff, and got on the products and realized that's not how my body was supposed to function. And yeah, I don't get horrendous pain, period pain or migraines anymore. I've also had a baby on the products. And I know that was something I could take these products while I was pregnant. I don't know if this is something to guide about, but I was 36 and I had a 9 pound 14 baby, which was definitely my fourth bubba. But he was my Juice Plus baby, and I suppose he just had all that goodness going to him from the beginning, which gave him a better start at life. So that's what I loved about being able to take it while I was pregnant, and I've been taking ever since. So that's my story, a little bit of products. I'm going to pass it a little over to my friend Rochelle now, who's also been on a Juice Plus journey for a while, and she's going to share her story with us.
Thanks, Jo. Yes, I've been part of this beautiful community for 6.5, coming up to 7 years now. And when it came my way, my youngest had just started kindergarten, and I was working part-time, but I was looking for a way to create an income without having to spend extra days at my corporate job. I wanted to be a present mum that could be taking them to school, dropping them off, doing all the school activities, after school activities. And I just couldn't see how I could do that if I was working more days. And it was really important to me to be that present mum. I knew how fast that first 5 years of their life had gone. So I just knew how fast primary school was going to go as well. So I just happened to see a friend of mine sharing on Facebook. I had no idea what she was up to, but it looked like she was having some fun. So I just reached out and asked her what she was up to. And we just had a chat. And, it's just made sense to me. It was a way to create an extra income alongside my job that fitted in and around my family and everything else going on in life. So it gave me that flexibility that I was looking for. So I very quickly said yes and hit the ground running. I think ignorance on fire, really, but I just loved it. But then I realised I'd have to try these products if I was going to be making an income from the products and our beautiful wellness programs, that I needed to try them. And I was the biggest skeptic. I was healthy, I ate healthy, I exercised. Health was a high value of mine. However, at the time I was still tired, falling asleep or wanting to fall asleep at 8 o'clock at night, which when you've got 2 kids, you can't be doing that. I was getting cold sores. I had really fiery rosacea, and I still hadn't connected the dots that was linked to my nutrition, and I was depleted. So reluctantly, I did try the products, and along with some, tweaks through the wellness and programs, within just a couple of weeks, I noticed a huge difference in my energy levels. My skin cleared up, and when that cleared up, I was like, right, there's definitely something here, and that really sealed my belief in it. And so no more cold sores, no more mouth ulcers. My whole family have been on these products now for 6.5 years. So my kids are slowly graduating from the chews to the capsules now. But, they've really just enhanced our health. And look, we'll be taking them forever. But, we use the shakes. My youngest is a bit fussy with his vegetables. So, I make green smoothies using the powders. I can hide all sorts of things in the smoothies for him, and he doesn't know he's having them. Well, he does now, but initially he didn't. But they're just so versatile. I love being able to, as I've aged and gone through perimenopause, how I've been supported through the wellness program, and the products, I believe, have been key to how I've been through that transition quite smoothly, and it's been quite a good experience. The protein powders have, I just love having those. They're so easy and convenient, and I can take them in my bag. I can quickly have them after a workout. yes, I think that's really important, especially for me and all of us as we age. We need that extra protein, and yeah, so we just love them, and our health has really, really benefited from it. So yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Rochelle, for sharing. That's the first time I actually heard your story, so that was really nice. And as Carmen and Rochelle also mentioned, was the programs. So alongside our amazing products, we do have health and wellness programs. So it's all based, we have a website and it's online. And in there, I know Carmen really utilizes a lot of the recipes. Doesn't mean you have to eat salad for the rest of your life. There's definitely, you can have cakes and biscuits and delicious butter chicken and all that kind of stuff. And it's just teaching people how to, you know, it's really about whole foods, and like you can have yummy, delicious food that's good for you. We've also got in there's Pilates, yoga, there is mindset tools, meditations, heaps of exercises, home workouts. And the cool thing is you actually get those programs for life, even if you stop taking our products. And I just don't know there's anything out there, that program that allows that. So that's definitely, if you know, especially with Carmen's weight loss, I know it's really about, yes, you can take the supplements and get the gut and the body right, but you really need to be working on your nutrition, especially like Rochelle was saying, as we get older. For women, like our protein and the vitamins that we need definitely changes, and it's all around nutrition. So there's so much in the program about that. And if you have any, if you have any questions about the products and program, obviously reach out to Carmen after the event, or if you're watching the recording, and she can help get any questions answered that you've got around this. We're going to switch gears a little bit now and talk a little bit about like why Carmen's here and like why she's invited all you guys along tonight. Obviously she's on a health journey, but she's also here to create a little side income for herself. So Carmen, I'd love you to come off and just share about like why you decided to say yes to the business and what you're excited for the future for you and your family.
Well, it just made sense. I think that I was having some, really good results for myself, and I had some interest and some people asking questions. So I thought, well, who doesn't want a little bit of extra money, right? And I am getting older. I hate to admit it, but I am. So something that, in the future, I could reduce the working hours that I do, and, have a little business of my own on the side where I'm not reliant on going to work every day. As I get older, would become more attractive. But in the short term, I guess for me and my family, the cost of living goes up and up and up every single day. So this for me will just give us a more holidays and time. I think I'm starting on another adventure. I seem to do a lot of things now that I'm older, but I'm getting my motorbike license. So I probably will want to buy myself a girly motorbike in the not too distant future. So all those sorts of things for me, this additional income and sharing the results and helping someone else get good results, particularly if they've got family members, like I know I've got some that can be helped, like my grandchildren that have been helped. I want to be able to share that as well.
Awesome. And I think that's what it's about. Like you were already sharing the message. Like she literally had popped up a post with her results, and I was like, that's what we do. Like, and I know, yeah, like having a future goal of being able to, I know you love your job, but like down the road, eventually we've got to stop working, right? And it's been nice to have a plan B that's there for you. And I think in the last few years, like we know, same once again with everything that's happened over the last few years, if you haven't got a plan B or if you haven't got an extra stream of income, it's something definitely to be looking into. I know a lot of my friends lost their jobs or got mandated during that part, and then they were like, what do I do? And some of the girls in our team did too, and they had that little plan B, and it was me, okay, well, like now I can focus more on that. I know for me, when I came across this, it was a plan B. It was totally a plan B. I was married, my husband was working in the mines, so we were on good money, and so it wasn't I was coming into this to make a huge income, but it meant I got my products for free. I got my products cheaper. I was helping people, and I had that extra income to be like, I could pay for things myself, which is actually, that's very rewarding for me, like to be able to pay for something yourself out of your own money. And over the time, obviously, that has grown over the past 7 years. When I moved back to New Zealand, it was right before the first lockdown. Obviously, there was no jobs available. I've got 4 young children. And so I really didn't realize I built this nice little business on the side for 3 years. And then it had turned into what they call like a residual income, or people call it beach money. You're lying on the beach and you're getting paid for it, or you're sleeping while you're getting paid. And I had created this nice little income that when I got here, I was like, oh, like I didn't have to go look for a job straight away. And same, I have this and I have another cooking business. Like, I think it's having multiple streams of income to work around. I homeschool my children as well. So that's something I've decided to do. Obviously, you can't do that around a job. And between this and my other business, it's something I'm really passionate about, is helping people like Carmen. There's one of our other girls, Megan, here on tonight, like creating their goals and what they want to get out of it. And so I suppose with this comes a lot of questions. I know a lot of people came across this and have so many fears, and we're all the same. We come into this, whether it's like, I don't know enough people, I don't know what people will think of me. I think a lot of us have limiting beliefs about what something like this is. And I definitely can tell you, 7 years ago when I came across this, I wasn't this kind of person. I would have been scared to get on here and like talk to random people, but over time, like, I've built so much belief in this company and these products that I can happily share with you guys, and know that this company's been around for 50 years, so it stood the time, and the product's been around for over 25 years, so it's definitely not going anywhere. And I think with everything that's gone in the world, health and creating an extra income are 2 of the most important things here, and that's what I love to be able to share that with everybody tonight. With a business like this, obviously there are different things as well. Like, I know when I was working in a normal job, I definitely didn't get bonuses, and that's what I love about this as well. By helping other people, we get rewarded, and bonuses start from around $100 up to tens of thousands. My last one I got was $1,200 as a stay-at-home mum. No job ever gave me a $1,200 bonus. And the cool thing is that by helping other people, you're getting rewarded by this company, and that's what I love about it. I've worked in beauty for such a long time, and we're all females on here. You work in an industry with a lot of females. It's very bitchy, and it's very like climbing to the top, who can be at the top and who can race each other. But I've never felt like this in this company. We're all here to help and support each other. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. Anybody can do this business, and that's what I love about it. We have resources and mentorships and like trainings, and like Rochelle was saying, like, there's just so much support from everybody in this community, and that's what I love about it as well. So if you have any obviously questions, I'm sure you do. If you're thinking maybe I'd like to try the products, or maybe I'd like to know more about creating an extra income, or maybe you're just here to support Carmen, that's totally cool as well. Reach out to her after this if you've got any questions, and she can point you in the direction with an amazing testimonial group, which has heaps of testimonies around people who've maybe got similar issues that you can have a look at if you want more information on the products, or if you'd like to learn more about creating an extra income. We can get those questions answered. So I just want to say thanks again to everyone who jumped on to support Carmen. I know that's taking the time out tonight to jump on and support her. She really appreciates it. And do you have any last words you want to say, Carmen?
No, just, yeah, thank you to everyone who came on. I was a little bit nervous, and like you, Jo, I'm not a very good salesperson or doing things like this. So when you asked me, it was like, oh my God. But yeah, no, it's been good, and I appreciate the support from the community. And yeah, thanks to my friends and family who've jumped on. I really appreciate it.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. And hope everyone has a good evening. And I'll send this recording to you, so you can send it to everybody else who couldn't jump on.
Great. Thank you.
Night.
Thanks, Joan. Thanks for your help, Bridget.